Alright, hello. Greetings and welcome in everyone. Hi. My name is Harrier Citadel, avian alien sentinel of Fort Misthaven, perpetrator of creative chaos and general maker of things. Toaster, welcome in. Save. Toaster, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. I can't save. This is a recurring theme, Toaster. But welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you guys are doing well. And you save again. Ay. What are we going to do with you? You're wasting your chevrons, mate. Ay. But good to see you, Toaster. Yes, we are indeed playing Final Fantasy XIV today, because Raptor has been sitting on a beach smelling faintly of goblin cheese for more than a month. Hi, shame. I have 20k of them, it's fine. Oh my word, 20,000. Oh dear. Well, I suppose if you're comfortable having your chevrons fall into futility, then that is on you. But yes, how are you doing, Toaster? Let's jump in right here. And then we can move about as needed. I'm 1 week away from graduating. Congratulations! That's definitely progress in the right direction for the studies. How are you feeling about that? I gotta go to Curtis. Okay, I've gotta go to Curtis anyway because I've got hunting log stuff there too. No. I'm feeling great since you will no longer be the only aviation-related person here. Yes. You will actually be more aviation-related than me at that point, honestly. It is very, very, very impressive. And I can only wish you all the best when it comes to your career progression with that. Also, I feel like everything is a bit laggy. Is my OBS laggy? Is my model laggy? I think it might be. Hold up. Resolution is the issue, but if I make it smaller, I can't see. No. A wee bit, yes. Nah, I really hope that it goes well for you. But yeah, I feel like it's not liking doing this on my 4K graphics tablet. But if I make this smaller, then I'm not going to be able to see. Fine. This is going to mess up my entire interface. Yep. Yep, this did indeed mess up the entire interface, but let's just go over here. Make this big again. Hopefully that helps with the won't be able to see. Sounds like a 55-inch monitor needs to be added to the throne. No. It's just that the actual screen resolution is so high that if I reduce the size of the window to reduce graphics lag, it's actually so physically small on the 4K display that I need to look very, very, very closely to see the very, very, very small icons, because it's literally a quarter of my screen. And if I increase things here by pushing and pulling, I think that's going to increase the graphics values over here again. Yeah, it does change those values again. Okay, so we have options. Either. Either we aim for Lunabelle, hello, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How was stream? Hello. My name is Harrier Citadel, avian alien sentinel of Fort Misthaven, perpetrator of creative chaos and general maker of things. And yes, also Luna's model mama. How are you doing? Stream was good? Oh, that's fantastic news. What were you guys up to? We were playing Once Human, but a Pokemon type scenario. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So, I apologize if I am currently a bit laggy. Simply put, I only have a very limited amount of screen real estate. Of my low resolution screen real estate, all of it is taken up by OBS and chat, and my other screen resolution is my drawing tablet, which is a 4K screen. And if I make my game window too small on that 4K screen, I can't see all of the icons because they look too small. So we have two options here. Either we live with a laggy model, or I switch to my Fugi Reactive. Which do you guys prefer? Fugi Reactive means that all of the model toggle redeems are not going to be active, or they're not going to work. It's up to you guys. The model is dying. Yes, the model is dying because load. It's what happens when you're trying to run a game on a 4K monitor plus a VTuber model plus a video encoding, all from the same piece of GTX hardware. So, hence why we're looking for a streaming laptop to be able to separate that graphics load. One day we'll get there, but for now, I think we're going to have to switch to the Fugi, because otherwise this is just going to keep falling over. So let me quickly do that. I'm gonna jump into there. There we go. And come to OBS. Hide that. Where are you? Should be there. Should be anyway. Just trying to figure things out real quick, and also close VTube Studio and VBridger. Let's just see. There we go. Now I should have that up. Now why is the Fugi not showing? Let's go over here. Log in, maybe that will help. Authorize. Come on. There we go. This one should be on. Sources, let's just see. Copy. Just tweak this because it's being weird. Come on. There we go. Now we're back. Now we're back. Okay. That'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. Okay, cool. Now, that chaos behind us. Let me just do one last thing. Minimize that. There we go. And so now we should have less lag on all fronts. Yay. Okay. So, we have two objectives for this day in our quest for a free trial completionist run. So we are preparing to go and deal with Titan for the first time. That is what the current main scenario quest is. And we are also looking at our class quest, where I've got to run all the way to Kurthus to get another armor relic, and I could also do some hunting log there as well. So, what shall we start with? The trek to Kurthus or main story quest? I'm half thinking we should probably do the finish the class quests first, because where are we? We are currently warrior level 47, and this is our level 45 class quest, which we've only got one objective left. So I think if we get that done, Then any extra levels we get out of our hunt for Titan will bring us closer to... I can't remember if level 45 is the last of the class quests. Not sure. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to start by heading to Kerfus and then come back at... No, we're not going to go to New Gridania. Let's see. No! No! Mouse, no! Ack. I have no idea where I just went. Okay, well, that answers that question. Oh boy. Don't you just love it when you accidentally go to the wrong place? The PvP area, which I have no reason to ever go to. Because that is not where I want to spend my time, is in PvP. At least not right now, anyway. Alright, so, to Kerthus, because that's where we actually wanted to be. A misclick was a tragic accident right there, but anyway. We persist. Alright, now. We are going to Boulder Downs now. Where is that relative to where we are? Quite a ways away. And it looks like the White Brim route is going to be the faster way to get there. So we go out and then immediately hard to starboard. Okay. Just checking the audio balance, if that's okay for everyone. And I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way immediately. Ack. I've got to go out the other gate. I forgot that there was another gate. It's that one. I've got to leave through there. There we go. We're still pretty early in this entire process. Because my dear level 45 warrior is still my highest level class. And I've literally only just barely opened up the Lancer class, but aside from that I've not touched leveling any other classes yet, so I will still be plugging away at getting every morsel out of this free trial for quite a while yet. This is so slow. If I can get through the main scenario quests, though, I should be able to unlock Chocobo Flight towards the end of that, which will make leveling the other classes a little bit faster with the increased movement speed. So, looking forward to that. Okay, so... Okay, let me just deal with you. Alright. There we go. Just finding the correct keys. There we are. Okay, first one down. That was not one of the objectives, but... First enemy of the day! Woohoo! Alright, now, let's see. What's gonna pitch up here? Where are you? Creature that I need to do battle with. You. Okay. There we go. Calyx, hello, hello. Video games, yeah, no. We're being radical today. We're being radical. I've got this free trial account that I'm busy working through slowly but certainly. And therefore, every now and again, we're going to give it a try. And it also gives me an opportunity to work on my voice acting. Every now and again. In between, you know, doing battle with giant, archaic cephalopods. I still can't believe that Surya refuses to call me Callie. I generally don't shorten people's names. It's been a lifelong thing with me. It's legitimately been a lifelong thing. I almost never shorten people's names. It's... I feel like it's just a weird habit of mine, really. Not quite how can I phrase this? There are too many people with the Kelly nickname. That is one thing, is the identification factor of having duplicates. I mean, after having encountered IRL no less than 25 Amy's and 30 Michelles in their previous workplaces, I've gotten used to just sticking with full names-ish. Okay, fine, another blast. Yes. Okay, fine. There we go, almost got this guy. Alright. Now, before I encounter another thing that I've not got the manpower for alone, let me just summon my healer. And make sure that you are in fact in healer stance. There we go. And now, what is in my hunting log for here in Curthis? We've got the Highlands, Dragonhead, we've got Dragonhead, Providence Point, White Brim. Okay, so we've got those. So White Brim is back in the direction we came from, which is north. Map. Back up this way. Let's go hunt some snow goobos. I only know of maybe 2 other people who have my name. Never met either of them, as one is on billboards and the other is a celebrity. Oh wow. Oh no, that is interesting. I think I have encountered so many people with my IRL name, like, ish. It's a very, very common name. Gasp, another person in this time zone? I'm in the European service, guys. It's 3 in the morning. But no. Sometimes, though, a name just sticks with me better when I use the entire thing. I think that's one of the goobos I need to hunt. Yes, it is. Okay, so... now you... I need you to completely ignore my chocobo. Which means I need you to be facing this direction. There we go. Okay, and now I've got an ice sprite here that's also being a pain. Okay. Let me just get rid of this little guy, and then... we will go hunt another gooboo. One of these days I'm going to need to improve my gear! I'm definitely going to need to improve my gear. Because I am fairly certain that my weapon is too low level for this. There we go, come on. Almost got it. There we go. Second one down. Okay. Caracal, that's also on my list. I see. So let's get rid of you as well while we're here and hunting log. Almost there. Okay, now, I don't know how many of these I've got to hunt. I think 4. Let's see. Yeah, 4 of those. And how many goobos? Also 4. So I've got to get 1 more caracal and then 2 more goobos. Okay, well, what do you know? Another caracal just happened to show up right here there. How convenient. There we go. And I see another Gugu on that side, so that will be nice and quick to handle. Alright. And almost got this guy. And the next one is right over there. And I missed it. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Okay. So that worked. Where is Dragonhead and where is Providence Point? Map. We are just south of Providence Point and Dragonhead is south of us. So let's go up to Dragonhead first. We need to go through the fortress, I believe, to get to where we need to leave to be able to go north. And I think that might be our frosty friends, yes. Okay. That's 1. Next. No, I missed that one. Next. Almost got you. There we go. 1 more. And I spy you right over there. There we go. There we go. So that is the snow wolves. How many others we've got? Another 3 goobos to handle. And then the others are all down south in Providence Point. Okay. So let us find our dragonhead goobos. Oh no, we are in Providence Point. Dragonhead is south, which means what are we looking for? We're looking for Redhorn ogres, which are going to be in the fortress. Down the Avis. Those are going to be further north, I think. Those are going to be up towards... No, it might be over here. It might be over here by this isolated zone. I think that's where it's going to be. Let me not go into the kill box. Let me go the long way around. So. Hello there, fear caller. I need to hunt one of you. Oh, you're not going... Oh, you're a ranged caster. No wonder you're not coming close. Okay, and that was Tornado hunting log. Sorted there. Let's see, there. Does not look like this is where I need to be. So let's try this way. I am looking for ogres and wyverns, and I think I see an ogre there. Yep. There we go. Okay, that's one. And then 2. Back. Out of range, yes, no. And there is one of the wyverns that we need to take down. Oi, hello there. And there's another one. There we go. Come on. There we go. Take that. Almost done with hunting log in this area. And then we can go after Titan. There we go. I think it's one more. One more. That is a different kind of wyvern. Ah. Come on, where's the respawn? Ought to be soon. Right? Okay, because there's that one again. So this one should appear. But there's another one over here. Let's go with that one. There we go. Almost got you. And goodbye. Alright. And that should have everything just about there. So now the only things left in Curthis is the Halangubu in Dragonhead. But I will deal with that later. For now, let us return to Limsa. Not there. I want to go to Costa del Sol. Or do I want to go to Wineport? Which one is it? Curious George is at Wineport. Okay, that's where we want to go. Yes. That's where we want to be. Wineport. Talk about backing and forthing on the weather. That will be enough to give you a flu, if nothing else. Am I in the wrong place? Yes, I am. Okay, so let's catch the ferry. Why? Because at the moment I still can't fly, even though it's a really, really, really short flight across to this spot that I've got to be. Yes, we're going to Hidden Falls. Okay, now. Let's go talk to George. Let's see. How fares your search, Raptor? Have you found aught of my tribe's ancient relics? Should you have 3 pieces of armor, don them and show them to me. Okay. So, now we go character. And we go... yeah, we're looking for... which pieces? I think we're looking for the... Let's just double check. Let's go recommended here. It's probably these 3. Equip. Yeah, it's those. Okay. We will ignore how that looks. And update gear set. And let's talk to George. Ah, Raptor, that you found the gear is most gratifying, but what I would truly fancy would be to see you in it. Okay? Wait. Stand still for a moment. The armor so becomes you that I could not tell you had it on at first glance. But now I can have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed on each piece resonating with your soul crystal. This is the long-lost armor of the warrior. I too have found one of the relics, but I've run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if the lost treasure were no different from the unadorned replicas already in my possession. Whether the power has been lost to it, or must needs be awakened by means yet unknown to me, this I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. But before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece before I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away at Red Mantis Falls. Alright. Where is Red Mantis Falls? Right on the other side of the ferry trip. Okay. So we've got to go all the way around again. I wonder how many more quests I've got to do in this area to get the fast amount speed here. Yes, we're going to Raincatcher Gully. And And I think it's time for a hydrate, guys. So everyone, acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverages, and let's take a sip. And before I forget again, let us turn on our timer. There we go. Now, we are headed straight that way. It is basically dead ahead. I think that is the waterfall that we are looking for. Yep, there's our relic. Now, hello, Red Mantis of your namesake Falls, or namesake of the Falls. There we go. Nearly there. Can't be much longer now, surely. There we go. Big bug. There we go. And all the way back. 40 gil at a time. I'm losing this stuff faster than I can earn it. Certainly feels that way anyway. Economy, why are you following me in game? Oof. There we go. And once again, we go this way. I'm gonna take the little bit of a knock on the house doing this, because going the long way around is not worth it. Okay. I see your search was a fruitful one. I am pleased to say I have also gleaned some insight into why the armor I found seemed devoid of power. As I alluded to, the ancient warrior's armor derives its power from concordance between the incantations engraved on the steel itself and the inner beast of the wearer. But my own resonance with the pleating was too weak as to allow a proper connection with it. And now I think I know why. My soul crystal. It once burned bright like yours, but since the events at Wineport, it has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened, I cannot say, but the tome is quite clear about what would happen were the powers of the armor to be bestowed upon one whose soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the wearer, who would go on a mindless rampage that would end only with the mercy of death. Yes, not unlike the crazed fiends we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and then knowingly shut off its powers to me. And I dare say we are fortunate that it did. I feel as though an apology is in order at this juncture. I must tell you, I left this final piece of armor where I found it. The breastplate, as the piece closest to the wearer's heart, has powers far greater and more dangerous than the other pieces. Uncertain as I was to the reason for my being unable to connect with the plate's mystical energy, I feared to take it would mean imperiling both myself and those around me. Your soul may burn stronger than mine, yet still I worry for your fate were you to put it on. Look deep within yourself, Raptor. When you feel yourself ready, and only then, come speak to me again. Alright. Thank you for the heads up, George. What are those visual effects on the persons? Is that their aura? Yeah, it's got to do with the beast gauge that's over here. It's basically part of this particular class's skill set. So, this is directly linked to this attack over here that's currently busy flashing, which is a pretty powerful attack with 330 potency at this level. Which, in comparison with the 150 of my basic attack, yeah. What's that behind your model? Oh, that is the bottom end of a disused chat box, which I'm using to obscure the in-game chat. Yes. It's also a nice, useful little background piece. Okay. Let's go and recommended gear. Equip. Update. There we go. My first thought was a gamer chair, but I realized it was a bit wide. Yeah, no, when I had my live 2D on earlier as well, it was also there. Yeah, it's part of my, it's part of my setup. I've really got to stop doing that clicky thing. It's annoying. Okay, so level 45 class quest, let's go. You would truly seek the ultimate relic of my people, the armor that could consume the very soul of the most pulsant warrior. Very well. If you are truly convinced of your readiness, I will not be the one to stand in your way. But I beg of you, Raptor, the moment you feel yourself losing control, and your inner beast overcoming you, cast the armor aside. Cast it from the highest mountain or into the depths of the ocean. I care not. For once the beast consumes your soul, there is no going back. You will rage on, a monster, leaving naught but carnage in your wake. The realm will bleed, and history will repeat itself. I cannot allow this to happen. No, my people have been shunned long enough. I would see the coming of a new age in which warriors protect the weak and are loved and admired by the people of the realm. My years of battle and sleepless nights spent poring over the ancient texts, all has been for this day. Brother, I know not where fate has led you, and yet I feel certain that, in spirit, you stand with me today. Together, we will restore the honor of our people. You must forgive my sentiment, Raptor. As I said, this has been a long time coming. The breastplate you seek is in the highlands of Kurthus. Oh, again. At the spring they call the Weeping Saint. I will stay behind. The events at Wineport still weigh heavy on my heart. Okay. Should we acquire the piece of armor at Kurthus before heading off to deal with Titan? Or shall we handle Titan first? Because that is what we kind of set out to do. Nice thumbnail, by the way, on YouTube. Thank you! It's all about the prep work? Yes, it's all about the prep work. I did say that we are preparing to attack Titan. I did say that. So, yeah, let's quickly head off to Kurthus again. And then we shall come back and see what is still left between us and that primal. Now, where exactly do I need to be? North. Okay. That means I need to turn that way, out that gate. Hard to port. Low visibility today. Wow. The proof is the pudding being the name of this quest makes me think that we might be up against some sort of slime monster later. Considering we're going to a spring, it is possible that at the spring we may encounter some frosty, slimy creature. Okay, so now... Okay, not quite. Not quite the slime. Okay. Bolt horn. That looks... Come on. Come on. I want you to be selected. Why did you just deselect? Weird. Okay. How far are we? Almost there. Okay, that worked. And now the chest. Let's see what's gonna happen here. We might get a cutscene. Yep, cutscene. I knew it. I knew we were gonna get a cutscene. Hand over the breastplate, Raptor. After much wrestling with thought, I simply cannot entrust such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. I return now to the Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away. Well, sheesh! As if you didn't just entrust all of the rest of it to me over the last goodness alone knows how long. But it wouldn't be a level 45 class quest if it was straightforward. Okay, back to Lanosia. Wine port. And once again, giving ourselves cold with the swift temperature changes. And of course it's raining. Of course it's raining. I really should have just gone to Costa del Sol. Because this is just a whole nother step that's unnecessary. But we're almost done with the sky for now, I think. Yes, we're going to Hidden Falls. There goes another 40 gil. Yeah. Here's your key. Slowly but certainly. We are getting through this. Alright. Once again, talking George. Raptor, I'm sorry. I did not mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I've wrestled long and hard with the matter, but this is my decision. I cannot trust you with this power when I don't even trust myself. Aye, that's right. I won't attempt to don this plate again, either. Nor will anyone. Not until I have proof that there is one with a will strong enough to withstand the beast's siren call. Peer deep within your soul, Raptor. Peer into the eyes of the beast that stares back at you. Can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? I shall return to the tome. If there are any answers to be found, they lie within those pages. In the meantime, continue your training, that you may find an answer of your own. Okay. So we got a new something. Okay, so we got another weapon skill. It looks like it's an AoE. All nearby enemies. Okay. So that is now only going to let us progress at level 50. So now we indeed are on our way to continue with the main scenario. Okay. So, back to Costa del Sol. Speak with the dancing girl, and then see what we need to do to continue with our battle against Titan. How much is left before we do so? I wonder. Let's see. Let's see. Alright. Now. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Why did we have to watch the show exactly? Okay. Right, we're still in the middle of the celebrations with the goblin cheese. Boy. Have a meal. There we go. And then we can proceed on our way, hopefully. The sound effects. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. It must have been really tasty food, oh my word. Yum! Okay. Almost able to progress. So, Shamani Lamani says, when you face the Lord of the Crags, think not of Lemsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Okay. And Brayflox Alltalk says, Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Good to know. No backup from there. Landonal, what have you got to say for yourself? Ah, Raptor, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him that Landonil sends his regards. Alright. Rodnan. You are a veteran of countless battles, Raptor. This is but one more. Trust in your experience, and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Okay, now, finally, Ashtola. You are kind to indulge them, Raptor. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you their victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. I should have eaten something before doing that. Oh well. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Apollinosia. There you will meet Rithriol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Okay? So, now I need to go to Camp Bronze Lake. There goes another crazy batch of my gills. Hey! It's a good thing I'm not saving for a house. Boy, lightning. Now, where is the... Oh, I don't think it's an emote. I think I've just got to be at the location and then it will let me do the thing. Right? Yeah. Next. The chocobo whistle is louder than the emote whistle. Alright. And there's our man. So, let's see. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Got it? Once again, I should have eaten something. Let me do that. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aetherite, see? Eh? What's that look for? Not familiar with him. He speaks of an unamplified Aetherite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherites and those which you have used on countless occasions, Raptor. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlian lass. Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I'd planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogamoro form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever truly, fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Tah! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, and the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. And it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamoro mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if you ain't got neath in it, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetherite shards in the depths of Ugamoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlian bloke to help us, you see. Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth their salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happened to be... Ah, yes. But in order to guide a traveller safely to said beacon, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least. Yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at that Aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds bloke in the way. Not you can't handle, mind. Alright. Now we are indeed on our way to go and fight Titan. Just like that. Just like that. Right, now where in blazes am I actually even going? Out the front door. Hard to starboard. That away. That's where we're looking. Okay. So this is Alma's Run, and there is our Beastman Aetherite. And that's a hydrate. Right in time, huh? So, everyone, acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverage, and then I will read Yashtala's lines. Okay, and let's reset our timer. There we go. So this is the Aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papalamo speculated. Its present state, this Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will need to proceed without me, Raptor. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you will be on your own. Now, let's see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. There we go. Now, if we are correct, Lord of the Crags is level 34, we are level 47. I think we have prepared enough for this. So, let's enter with NPCs. Register. And commence. We are going after Titan now. Woohoo! One day I'll play with real people. Eventually. Eventually. I don't know if it'll happen. In a hurry, though.
Look, an overdweller. Yes, yes, an invader from above. He uses our Aetherites against us. He has defiled Titan's sacred sanctuary, trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate shall be decided by the Lord of the Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account for the breaking of our covenant. You shall be first to face judgment, then Limsa Laminsa and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. O great Father, Lord of the Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you.
Oh dear. Okay. Ugly rock. Let's beat up the ugly rock.
He is come, he is come. Lord of the Crags, Titan is come.
Overdweller, thou art deaf to their weeping. The vile covenant ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score. All in service to the creed. Such sins are beyond pardon. But I am not the first to subvert thy binds. Thou didst bring Ifrit low. covert dweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak terrible vengeance.
Wow, doing that is really difficult. Wow. I will need to figure out another way of doing that. Oh my word, that leaves me lightheaded. Okay. We begin by defiance. And put you on. Make you face this way. Away from everybody else. Come on, look at me. And keep looking this way. I can't see if anyone else is doing anything, but hopefully they are. It sounds like maybe they are. Okay. As long as the sky is facing this way, for now, we are all good. Okay. Good. Yeah. That one, again. That works. Still got his eyes on me. Good, good, good. Another knockback. Okay, there is the thing, but I need to keep this guy's attention. I've got to leave that to yes, no? Okay, next phase, looks like. Okay. Let's see. Another one of you. There we go. Another one of you. Almost at the end. There is a limit break, but I don't know if we're going to need it. No, we're not going to need it. We're not going to need the limit break. Got it. And there goes Titan. Bye.
The Lord of Crags, Great Father Titan, has fallen.
No. Sorry, not sorry, kobolds. Tea. How many more of these are there? Okay. 2 more. 2 more still to collect in our base. Main scenario quests. Gotcha.
The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never! 'Twas Yorkin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy.
Oh, hello. Now these are readings one would expect of an icon. I have seen enough. We proceed as planned. Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities. Then trust in mine. Brightain. My curiosity, as you so eloquently put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given but a little while longer. Is that not so? It is. No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized. What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war. Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend. I cannot endorse this course of action. Fool. And now he has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer, for far though you have come, your work is far from done. And naught remained to mark his passing. Well, the Ascians are nothing if not elusive. It is of little wonder they should cast advanced teleportation magics as well. But that they would choose to consort with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we are not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will teleport you to the Aetheryte in Zalma's Run, and we will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake. Agreed? Okay, let me just put away the stance, and let us be gone. And let's head back to Camp Bronze Lake. This way. That went really smoothly. It's amazing what being over-leveled and having decent gear does. Or decent gear for what you're up against. At the very least. I'm relieved to see her well. But come, let us discuss our next step. Yay! Mount speed increase! Woohoo! Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Raptor. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Alright, let us then head off to... Yeah, gotta go to low decks first. So, there. And then we shall use the Aetheryte Shard to get upstairs. Considering we will be right there. Okay. Ethernet. I want to be by the aft castle. There we go. And now we want to go that way. Speak with Rashad. Alright. Thank you for coming, Raptor. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel loss of the warriors of light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Oh. Raptor, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad as they did of the Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. And thus we go back to the Waking Sands. Never a dull moment. How many of these Waking Sand Aetheryte tickets do I have? 60 something, I think? 60 something, I think? We'll see when I get my UI back. Just shows you how many times they expect me to come back here. 61. 61 of these things, good grief. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this crowd. No Tataru? Oh no, I know it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. I know when we are. Oh no. Oh no, look at this. Oh no. I know when we are. This is bad. Anorexia, no! This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Oh no.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louis Soir, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
Oh boy.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Oh no.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire.
Oh man.
Albeit you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oh! No! On blades with guns, yeah. Pointoraxia.
Conditions of surrender denied.
Oh man. We have no idea what she looks like under the helmet, but oh man. She has not a very likable lady.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
Oh man.
I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Oh boy. She is unhinged. Very brutal.
Walking one, Philia. Ask this one to... In case walking one returned, this is what was to say. At church, Eastern Thanalin, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one Minfilia from the Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save.
Oh, Noraxia.
No!
Noraxia was a good one. Noraxia was a good one. I think this is where we've got to call it for tonight, because this is the beginning of a new story arc. And I have not got the hours today for this new story arc. And oh my word, what a point to end for this day is with carnage at the hands of Livia. It hurts. It hurts. Why? No. Oh. But oh man, I think let's get out of here. Let's go to that church. We need to go to Thanalin. Camp Drybone. That's going to be our closest etherite shard. Oh boy. The signs have been taken. It's bad. It's bad out there. Evil empires be eviling. No! And just after we'd had a pleasant victory. No. Should probably not have my chocobo inside. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses are dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Golaeans? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish, It is the least I can do for a friend of Minthilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer that self-same service to her brother and sister scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marx, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father. If you require assistance, pray speak with Marx. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marx is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marx, I want you to look after Raptor. Do you understand? Yes, father. There is an accessory under that hood. That means this guy's important. But we shall inquire with Marx at our next session, methinks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me just get myself up and running over here again. Yikesies. Heck. Okay, I'm small. I'm small for now. 1 minute, please. While I get myself back into some state of existence. And come back over here. And let us bring this back. There we go. Almost there, almost there, almost there. There are temporarily going to be 2 of me. And there we go. I'm back. And I'm back. Okay, then. There we have it. That was our run back in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll come back to that. And what a point in the story to come back to. Yikesies. Okay. Was not expecting to leave that on a heavy note. I just forgot which part of the story we were in, but apparently that's when we are. Oh boy. So, we are in for a great many emotional twists yet to come in main story quests, clearly. Hooey. What did you guys think? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the game so far. Or for everyone who has just kind of skipped through dialogue, because I know that's a thing. I'm doing my best to not skip through dialogue. Like, the Garlands have really, really cool designs, but yikes, they're scary. Garlands are really scary. They have no qualms with being brutal. They've very much got no qualms with being brutal. Was not prepared for that before bed. Okay. But alright, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. We will be meeting again on Monday. We will be meeting again on Monday. Sunday stream I don't think is going to be a regular thing, unless I spontaneously decide that on Sunday we are doing... Actually, I think I'm going to spontaneously decide on Sunday that we're going to be doing the next batch of combat analysis things that I have been putting off for a while. That should probably happen, so that will probably happen this Sunday, provided that nothing unpredictable happens between now and then. That'll probably be the thing. I will let you guys know a little bit closer to the time, but tentatively that will be the plan for Sunday, and then from next week we will have an actually scheduled schedule once again. So look forward to that. I am probably going to be doing one artsy thing and one experimental thing in each American and European time slot next week, to see how it goes and see how it feels and try and find a rhythm. And I really need to stop with the clicking off of my top palette there. I'm so sorry. That's a new habit I'm developing that has been brought to my attention. I will work on that. And we'll figure this out. We will figure this out. I have a couple of things that I have been working on in the background that are not necessarily 100% for me, but they should be coming to fruition relatively soon. I know that some of them are kind of really, really cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone's going to respond to that. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Cooking has been happening in the background. Let's see, what else was interesting that happened today? Oh yes, I finally had access to the treadmill again for the first time in way too long. So that happened today, which was nice. I am very much in the process of getting some residual fitness back up, so that we can actually take full advantage of treadmill streams when that becomes possible. When we are equipped with a streaming laptop eventually. So I am working my way towards that. I want to be able to have a full conversation at least 6 kilometers an hour. That would be kind of nice, to be able to have a full conversation at 6 kilometers an hour. When I'm in focus mode, my walking speed is 7 on average, coming down to 6.5 when I'm on a rest song. And I get pretty far at that speed as well, which is not bad, but we've still been at relatively low distances as well. So who knows, maybe we will experiment a little bit with a couple of different variations on how to do the treadmill streams and what we can do to make that interesting when that eventually comes on board. I'm looking forward to that very, very much. Anyway, thank you guys. Rest well when you get to it. I shall see you possibly on Sunday, otherwise on Monday. I hope you guys had fun. And rest well when you get to it. Until next time, everyone. Cheery bye.